I will do I don't know how best of my ability it is. Why start now? To the best of my ability, I will try to make this as normal of a class as possible. We'll have a functional class as best as I can do. But I started off yesterday with restorative yoga, and I'll start off with you guys. Like, I want you to understand that all these years of me saying how special you are is really a true thing. Like, it's going to be really hard to not see you guys every day. You're very important to me, you're very special, and on days where you don't know how great you are, please know that I really do think that you are. You've made a huge impact on my life. So let's do some chair yoga. So get nice and comfortable, you guys. If you can leave your shoes on, you can leave your shoes off. Whatever feels good for you. If you've never taken class before, and all of you have, that's great. My quick little spiel is pain is bad. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to. If I don't do something, feel free to do something if you want it and it's beneficial to you. The two rules, as always, pain is bad and don't fall out of your chair. All right? So sit up nice and tall. Feet are nice and flat on the floor. Roll your shoulder blades onto your back so that chest and heart lifts up just a little. Your hands can be in your lap. They can be off to the side. And now let's just close our eyes. And with those eyes closed, let's start to slow down our breath. Nice deep inhales. Nice deep exhales. And if you want a nice way to think about your breath, if I haven't mentioned it in a little while, you want to think about inhaling goodness and prosperity because you want to take that in. Inhale all of that. Hold your breath and then hold the present moment because that's our goal, right? To always be present. And then deep exhale. Press all that air out without regret. So it's inhale, prosperity, hold the present moment, exhale the past. Do a few more rounds just like that, all on your own, and then we'll start to move together in just a moment. So just breathe. You can wiggle out your fingers, roll out your wrists, roll out your neck. Sweep your neck side to side, chin coming toward each shoulder. You can roll out your shoulders. You can do anything you want, just adding in a little bit of movement to start. When you're ready and you're kind of okay with rolling out your neck, shoulders, stuff like that, you can open your eyes or you can keep them closed, but bring that head back to the center and then reach those arms up nice and tall, like you're going to reach up toward the ceiling. Beautiful. We can make it into a back bend just by pressing your chest up, dropping your shoulders over the back of your chair, and look up. And then bring those arms up nice and tall. Pick a side, lean over to one side. As much or as little as you want. Nice. Up nice and tall over to the left. Up nice and tall again. Let's back bend it again. Drop your head back, look up. You can bring those arms slowly down by your side if that feels good. You can bring them back up, or you can just hold them right where they're at. When those arms come up to the top, let's lean over to the right again. This time you can bring that hand down to the floor with your block or your palm. Keep reaching over and then add in anything you want. One foot comes up. Oh my gosh, my floors in my place are clearly dirty, so my feet are really nice this morning. That's great. Lift up one heel, then the other, both. Roll out your ankles, whatever you want to do. And then come on up, grab your block, take it to the other side. We're gonna clean it though today, Suze. It'll be all nice and clean for you. Suzanne's moving into our place. It's very cool. It's very cool. We're gonna make it extra clean for you. I don't know what to do with the dead body, but you can figure that out. Yeah. So Isabel is actually registered as a service dog, but we can't find her paperwork. We think we packed it. So she's flying Mokulele with us. So because Mokulele, you guys know, it's a much smaller plane. The only thing that we're worried about is the weight, because together, combined with one of us and Isabel, the weight cannot exceed 350, something like that. So Isabel's 120. Oh, no. I think I'm holding it like 185. Michael's like 200. So we're gonna, I'm telling you, if it comes down to it, Isabel's going and Michael's just gonna have to stay. So pressure palm.
Will she ride in the seat?
I don't, you know, to be honest with you, Barry, I don't know how we're going to do this, because we've flown Hawaiian with her before and she was right in the cabin with us. I don't know what Mokulele looks like.
It's tiny.
It's super small, right?
Small, very.
So I don't know.
Even the seats are too small.
Right, so, but is there...
Weight-wise, you could just have her in the aisle, probably.
I think
if
so,
they allow it.
right?
Or in the back.
Because I know they allow pets, and, you know, there's no restrictions when, because pets are, you know, pets have to, what's that?
Not horses.
Yeah, not horses, exactly. So it's going to be an adventure, like the adventure begins. Drop your head, feel the stretch at the back of your neck. I know that we chose Mokulele because there's really not restrictions on it, like pets can come over, but I just don't know where she's going to go. So I'll post pictures, you'll see pictures of the whole experience, because like, let me tell you, flying over here with her from Seattle, there was a woman in front of us. So let your head come down, you guys. Bring your hands down to the floor now and walk those hands forward toward the mirrors. Those knees can go out to the side of your chair so you can fold down a little bit more in front of yourself. And now let your head go. There was a woman in front of us that was trying to get her bag to fit into that little thing that says, if your bag is bigger than this, you're going to have to stow it. And she was having a full-on nervous breakdown because it almost fit and it wouldn't. And I'm standing behind her with Isabel, and I'm like, oh my God, this is never gonna work. But we had the correct paperwork, and then they fell in love with her, so it was fine. So, we'll see. Walk your hands over to the right.
Where did she ride?
She, they once they saw her, the flight wasn't full, so they gave Michael and I our own aisle, like, you know, where it's wider, like, right past like first class or whatever, that kind of wider area, and in the middle section. So he was on one end of the seats and I was on the other, and she was just on the floor in between us. And she stayed there the whole time. Walk your hands over to the left. And then, of course, everyone on the flight, working on the flight, was like, do you need extra blankets? Does she want water? Do you want more food? Like, oh my gosh, they sat down with us and pet her. Like, it was quite... We're like, well, this was easy. So we'll see. Walk your hands back up to the top. Arms can be straight. You can bend those elbows a little bit if you want. And then just walk those hands back. So they're kind of right in front of you. We're going to flip those wrists around, everybody. So your fingers are going to face you. Your forearms are going to face the mirrors. And then just drop your head. Good.
But it is a short flight.
Thank goodness it's a super short flight. That part's great. It takes a little longer with Mokulele than like one of the major carriers, but still, you know, for the convenience of how easy this should be with Isabel, it's going to be worth it.
How does she do?
Oh, she's great. I mean, Where you got some of you must have been here like a couple weeks ago when she was just in here. She's such a good dog. she's great. And she's very well traveled. She's very metropolitan, that one. So flip those fingers back around and then line them up right on the inside of your legs. So arms and legs are right next to each other. Good. Come up onto your fingertips and look forward. Curve your back out a little bit. Yep, you got it. Good. Then drop your head and now bend your elbows so they can come down a little bit lower. Inhale up to your fingertips. Exhale, fold, bend those elbows. One more time. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, bend those elbows. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Your head will come up last. You can bring those feet in if you want. Line them up with your chair legs. Sit up nice and tall. And then if you didn't already, let's roll out our neck.
Are you shipping a lot of stuff over?
We already shipped all of our stuff. That went out on like Friday, and it wasn't a lot, and for the rest of it, all we have is like a suitcase each. That's all that's left. Add in your shoulders. One at a time or both, forward and back. And then just open those arms out to the side. Let's hug it in. Give yourself some nice big hugs. Open up that chest. Squeeze that back. And I think you know it because she's probably already told you, but Jen Lauer is taking over this. She specifically wanted it, so that's cool. So you'll be in really good hands because Jen's great. Reach those arms up again. And then let them come down to the back of your chair. Grab the back of your chair, pull that chest forward. Adjust as you need to, you guys. If you need to slide to the edge of your seat, do that. Let your head go.
Who's taking Wednesday?
So the two restorative yogas on Wednesday and Sunday are both being taken over by two Kellys. Kelly that works here and teaches bar and Zumba is taking Wednesday. So you guys know Kelly. If you don't know her by actually knowing her, you know her by face for sure. She's great. Reach that left arm out to the front. And then another girl named Kelly is taking Sunday restorative yoga, but I don't know her, but I hear she's great.
So the Kelly on Wednesday is the one who used to run the yoga?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Kelly McCarthy. She's great. Yep. And then switch out those arms. And then Diane, the front desk woman right now, that's up there right now, is taking over my Saturday morning spin. And then another woman named Cambria and another woman named Jasmine. So I like it. Someone was like, you realize it takes 6 people to fill your shoes. I'm like, that's right, it does. I like that. Reach those arms up one more time, nice and tall, you guys. And I'll pull those arms down and just squeeze. You can add in little pulses if you want, nice and little. And then let it come down. Bring those hands right in front. You can kind of cup your, what do you call these, fingers if you want. We're just gonna twist side to side. Get that elbow back to the back of your chair. Twist. And then let those hands come down. Swing your knees over to the right, so your knees point to that right wall, and then take your hands and grab the back of that chair and just continue that twisting. Remember, pain is bad. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. So before I forget, because I might forget at the end of class, this Sunday, is the fundraiser I do for the National MS Society. So I'm actually flying back for that Sunday morning. But later this Sunday at 3 o'clock is a kind of a going away thing at the Maui Brewing Company. You're all invited. So, and also if you run into any of your friends that took this class or whatever, they're all invited too. Because I know some of you aren't on Facebook and stuff like that. So please let everyone know. And I think Powerhouse is going to post something too. So this Sunday, 3 o'clock, we'll be there for a few hours. Feel free to come and join us. It would be wonderful to have you.
That'll be here,
What's that?
that'll be here.
Yeah, yep.
Maui Brew.
Yeah, exactly. Maui Brewing Company, yep. Right,
Where's my?
straight up Lapola. So if you go across the highway up there, what else? What's up there? Mulligan's? Is that Mulligan's?
No.
Call it the arcade park.
Maui Nui Golf.
Maui
Maui Nui Golf Course.
Maui Nui Golf Course, but what?
Then there's the,
Cow Pig Bun.
yeah.
What?
Let's go.
Konos, that's what I meant, not Mulligan's. Konos, yes. Yep, swing to the other side, you guys. Yes, there we go.
So that's where it's being.
Yes, Maui Brewing Company, right up there, yeah. Right here.
You buy.
You're buying, Al, come on.
You got.
It's Konos, that's right, I always say Mulligan's and I know I confuse the hell out of everybody. It's Konos, that's up there. If you guys have never been, it's pretty cool, that space, Maui Brewing Company, it's awesome. It's really big and comfortable. Press into the back of your chair. And then when you're ready, swing back around to the front. Nice work, everybody. Let's do some lower body stuff. Take that right leg out. Let's do the right, plant that heel. Scoot to the edge of your chair. Nice big inhale, get those arms up. Exhale, fold it over. So if you can get your leg nice and straight, do that. If you have a slight bend in your knee, that's just fine. Your hands don't have to reach your toes. If you have your towel or your strap, feel free to flip those right down beneath your feet. That's a great way to do it. So how are you guys all doing? Is everybody good? Yes? Everyone's all right?
Yes.
Good. Because I'm truly over talking about myself, as hard as that is to believe. Shut up, Al.
We're excited for you.
I'm excited too. I really am. Walk your hands up that right leg, pull that foot in, switch it out. I mean, you guys all know, without a doubt, like, you know, life is all about change. There's no way that all of us right now in this room are exactly where we thought we would be at this point, you know. Either personal things happen, financial things happen, moves happen, like different jobs, different relationships. So, you know, if you're scared of it or wish that it wouldn't happen, you're gonna have a really tough time. If you realize that change is just part of the deal, then it's okay, you know? It doesn't mean anything except just change, you know? And I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, but I'm really glad I've done the stupid stuff that I've done. I usually only regret stuff that I wish I would have, you know? So, I don't know. The more you say yes to stuff, I think life will reward you with more stuff back. So it's cool. It's all good. I mean, that's how I got to know all of you. There was no way I had any intention of doing what I do now. None. But someone kept telling me, do it, and I was like, fine. Walk your hands up that left leg. And now stay really firmly grounded in your chair because we're going to do both. Plant one heel and then the other. Inhale. Exhale, fold.
So do you have any idea what you might want to do, or are you gonna take your time and fill it out?
You know, it's kind of cool. I'm going to take my time and figure it out. There's a lot of really different avenues that I can take, and some include continuing physical fitness and some don't include it at all. But somewhere, even if it's not a profession, physical fitness will continue for me personally. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'll make some videos and, you know, teach virtual spin classes, because that's a thing now. Virtual classes are really big. So I don't know. It's an interesting time. Walk your hands up both of those legs. Plant that right one. Let's bring that left one up. Cross on that ankle. Stack it up. Keep
It's
working.
always the Marines.
Am I too old? Are you too old for the Marine? Never too old? That's cool. Kaneohe. I'm learning Oahu. I don't know a lot about it. And even when I say where we're gonna live, some people don't know where that is, and I'm not sure either. But my Auntie Shelly knows, so she keeps telling me it's good. And you live over there too, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be good. I'm excited.
I lived over there too. I lived on Oahu for 21 years.
Well, I'll be seeing you. Yeah, if any of you come to Oahu, just find me. I'd love to see any of you guys. We're gonna do this one more time. One hand goes through, one hand goes on the outside. Slide it down that right leg.
You know, I've lived on the islands for 30 years and I've never gone to Oahu.
You still?
In
Really?
30 years. So you might be worth it.
Well, Suze, you're already moving into our old place. Like, I mean, I guess if you want to come visit and stay with us, you can, but it starts to get a little stalker. Just so you know.
I'm up for adoption.
Breathe, you guys, breathe. Good. Walk your hands up that leg. Let's switch it out. Bring this right ankle up, stack it on top of that left knee. Open this right hip up to the side for just a little bit. Good, and then one hand on the outside, one hand down and through. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, fold. Miss Mary by the door, you're very quiet today back there. Are you okay?
I'm contemplating.
Okay. Oh, very nice. Breathe. When you're ready, come back up. Bring that right foot down to the floor. Let's do some windshield wipers, knees side to side. And then we're going to do our hip opener next. So if you have your blocks nearby and you know you're going to need that, feel free to get that ready. Options for your hip openers, everybody, you guys know this by now. Feet can be touching each other, soles of the feet touching. You can just lean back in your chair, feet on the floor. Next option is what Moon is doing right there. Different levels of that block. Tallest, longest, or sideways. And then the final option, you can bring your feet right up into your chair. You can also just do one side if you want. Mary likes to come down to the floor to do this. That's fine too. So find what you like to do and how it feels good for you and just do that again. So we had a long talk with Isabel, Auntie Shelly, about the fact that her toys were going to have to be shipped. And she got to pick one toy, so Auntie Shelly right there is Isabel's ultimate godmother. I don't even know how this has happened, but we buy her stuff. Isabel wants seriously nothing to do with what we pick out for her. Auntie Shelly buys her one. It's happened 3 times now, so it's true. They become her favorite things. So the final 3 toys that we whittled it down to was the reindeer from Christmas, the duck from Easter, and now this blue bear that you got her. The blue bear is the one that won. So the duck and the reindeer got packed in the car, but it was only your stuff that was left around the house. So thank you for being a good auntie to her. Yeah.
How old is she?
Oh, she's 6. She's gonna be 7, so. And she's not my dog, it's Michael's. Like, she came with him. And part of me is like, I think I sealed the deal with him because I wanted her. But I've always had dachshunds and chihuahuas in my family, and my favorite pet was a chihuahua named Tipsy, because my partner and I were drinking a lot at that time, so we named her Tipsy. So that was, but I've always had small dogs, so to get a Great Dane, that's a whole different ballgame, and let me tell you, I love it. I love her with all my heart. So keep your left foot where it is, no matter what level you're at. Take the right one down. Adjust the left one, whether it's in your chair or on your block. Take your right hand and press against that right knee and open that right side up a little bit more. Modify the heck out of this to make it feel okay.
I pictured that like living with a horse.
It's got the same feel to it. Like, didn't she sit on you 2 weeks ago? Was it you that she sat? Yeah. It's very strange to be sitting and just have this massive thing come and just sit on you, you know? And
But she doesn't know she's massive.
she doesn't at all. No, she has no clue. Like, when she knocks into something, she's like, "Rrr, rrr." She's just as surprised as we are. So, I don't know. And all that goes back to, like, saying yes to stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am the worst judge of character for myself. I have no idea what's good for me. I have no idea what I should do. I usually pick the worst possible scenario or the most illogical thing, and I'm like, yeah, I should do that, of course. So switch your legs out, everybody. Take the left one down. Get that to where you want it to be, and then bring that right one up and go back to where we were doing on the other side. Because when I've known Michael for years. He used to live here, then he moved away. We were always friends, and I always liked him enough. But when he was like, I think I kind of like you, I was like, why would I want to do that? You're stable, you have a good job, you're handsome, you want to have a nice, decent life. Why would I want that? I want to be with, like, not to label anyone, like homeless, psychotic, garbage men. That's what I want. So I almost passed on Michael, and I made a decision to choose happiness, and that was Michael. And then working here too, like when I first started working here, I just wanted to teach spin. That's all I wanted to do. The gym had just gone bankrupt. Jen Lauer and I applied on the same day to be spin instructors. And even then, when we turned in our resumes, they were like, when can you start? And we were both like, what? We're like, we just meant like down the road. And then Jen and I started teaching that week. And I only wanted to do spin, and then you're gonna switch your legs out one more time, everybody. And then you're gonna have both of them go to the side, nice and wide. Lean back into your chair. Both hands are gonna press. And we had an awesome woman named Courtney. Courtney used to do what Jen does now, handling all the classes and the scheduling. And Courtney was like, so we need a yoga instructor. Would you do that? I was like, no. Why would I want to do that? And she was like, please. And I was like, fine. So then I did yoga, restorative yoga. And then I subbed this class once, and I was like, well, I really like that, and I really like them. And then she was like, we need a personal trainer, because the only guy that we had back then left, Phil left, and they're like, would you do that? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that either. So my whole life is like usually saying no to anything that could possibly be good for me. So this time around, when I was like, no, we should move to a walk, and I was like, that probably means you should. Ugh. Lift your chest up, you guys, lean back into your chair. And I know that all of you out there have done the same thing. There have been situations where you're like, there's what I think could be really good for me, but why do that? Let me do this. Shift to one side. Let's go to the right. So bring that left leg over a little bit more, still on your chair, so you can plant that right heel out to the side. Good. Again, bend in your knee, you guys, just fine. Don't hyperextend it. Don't force pain into that knee. Gently, roll over to the right side. Bring those arms up. Exhale, fold. Back off from anything that's painful, okay? Use your strap or your towel to get down there if you want. And then breathe. can get to your toes doesn't mean you have to stay there. If you get to your toes and want to back off a little bit, go for it. It's fine. Walk your hands up that right leg. Stay right where you are. Grab that left part of your chair. Bring this right foot in. Slide your right hand down. Grab your heel, your ankle, your toes, but we're lifting that leg up and pulling it back. Foot down. Nice, everybody. So now keep that right foot down, slide over on the left, plant that left heel, roll over and face that left foot, arms come up in the sky as you inhale, exhale, fold. You'll always notice one side's more flexible than the other. It doesn't matter, that's normal, unless you're Jan, and then everything is flexible as hell. You look cute that way. Is that how you met your husband? Just like that? You wave with your foot. Too much information, right? I know. Walk your hands up that left leg. Nice, everybody. And then shift back into your chair. Good. Bring those legs around to the front. Scoot to the edge of your seat. Fingers are going to wrap around that left knee and pull that left leg up into your chest. Roll out that ankle, point and flex your toes. And then slide those hands underneath and take that leg straight out. Press your foot nice and flat. I'm so sorry about my feet. Wow. And now pull that back in. Grab this foot on with your right hand and just pull that leg kind of parallel into you. It doesn't have to be super far. You know, if your foot stays out there, it's fine. If you can bring it back, you can cradle it, you can grab it any way that you want. Just get your back nice and flat. And then this is when Jan puts it behind her head, so feel free to do that as well. Yeah. You know, a long time ago, I did it like once. I don't think today will be the day. But feel free to try it. Anybody? No? Can you put the other one back there too? You can, can't you? Not at the same time?
Not yet.
Oh, whatever. Really? Everyone clap. Bring that foot down on that side. Very nice. You're always so willing to be a visual aid. Thank you. Bring those hands down on that right knee. Pull that right knee into your chest. Slide those hands underneath. Take that right leg out. Cradle it on this side, any way that feels all right. And then bring that foot down to the floor. Let's stand it up, you guys. Walk to the back of your chair. Let's do some balancing and stuff like that. Push that chair to the front. Oh, let's do calves first. So hands are going to go right in between that little open space on your chair. Let's just do some calf raises. Up onto your toes, and then back down to your heels. Up. Up. Yep. So if you need to push your chair a little bit up, hold on right here to the back of your chair. Let's take our right foot, take a big step back with that right foot, bend that left knee. Hands can come right around that chair if you want. Stretch out those legs. Good, and then step up. Switch it out. Left leg takes a big step back. Bend that right knee. Nice. Step up again. And now walk to the back and make your big letter L. Let that back go nice and flat. If you want, you can have your hands come down all the way to the floor, touch those toes, drop your head. Everything's always optional. Yep, any modification you want to do or variation, go for it. Some of you are interlacing at your elbows and swinging side to side. Some of you took your hands behind your knees. Whatever you want to do, go for it. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Bring that head up last. Stand up nice and tall. Let's use some neck. Roll out that neck again. Shoulder action. And then bring those arms up nice and tall. Flip those palms up toward the ceiling if you want, or you can separate them and back bend it. Beautiful. Bring those arms down by your side. Fingers interlace. Chest pulls forward. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold. Take those arms back up in the sky. Drop your head. Come back up when you're ready. Good. Let those arms swing side to side. Give yourself a little twist. You can let those arms really come out to the side if you want. Swing them up to the front. You can fold it over and down if you want to make it nice and big and come back up. You got it. When you come up again, you'll hold it right there and then let those arms come down by your side. Good. Walk up to the back of your chair. Hold on to that chair with the right hand. Reach back with that left. Grab that foot or that heel. Hold on to it. So you can keep holding on to it with this right hand, or you can bring that right hand back and just give it a shot holding on to that left foot. Use your abs for this, you guys. All balance is your abs. Breathe. Yep, go to the bar if you want, absolutely. Get a drink while you're there, whatever you want. I think they should combine that, do like ballet bar, like at an actual bar. Wouldn't that be so good? You could get like wine or champagne while you're doing your bar class. That should be done already.
That would be popular.
It would be, right?
Do it Sunday.
Perfect. I like it. Bring that left foot down. And then grab that chair with your left hand first if you want kind of like that balance to start. Grab that right foot, pull it back. You're more than welcome to hold on to that chair with the left hand the whole time. If you want to try it, just let it go and see where you're at. Breathe. Bring that right foot down. Good. So we're gonna do kind of like a modified squat, you guys, okay? So you're gonna use the back of your chair. Feet go like hip width distance, maybe a little bit more. You know, try not to open too far to the side. You don't want that because that doesn't make any sense. But like right here, hold on to the back of your chair, sit back, and then just think about having a seat, okay? You can go down as far as you want. Remember, pain is bad. And then come up when you're ready. Breathe. We're gonna go down one more time. Take your time, have a seat. There's nothing wrong with stopping at a certain spot. You don't have to come all the way down. Good. Pull your chair back, let's do our tree. Because as we get older, and we all get older, the two biggest factors you want to try to hold on to as long as you can is lower body strength, because that will help you with your balance. And if you fall or can't get off of something, you want to keep this nice and strong so you can get up. And then two is your balance. Like that's the thing that as we get older, those two things get sacrificed, because you don't want to like have your equilibrium go and not have strong balance, but you also want to be able to keep your lower body strong so you can get up. Because think about a lot of times when people fall, that's one of the worst things is just the ability to not get back up. So stuff like that is really good to do. Bring that chair to you.
One-legged squats.
One-legged squats are hard as hell. Let's do our tree. You guys should know the variations by now. If you don't, you can take your heel and make a kickstand above or below your knee. You can hold on to your chair right there. You can bring one hand up if you want. You can also keep your hands right at your heart in prayer. That's just fine. You don't have to bring your hands up. And again, just squeeze right here. And then bring those hands down. Good. Let that go. Off to the other side. Tree on the other side. Take your time. Don't rush. Nice. Yep. Very nice. I love all the different ways to do it. Because as long as it's not painful, you're doing it right. Good. Step out of it. You can bend one knee and then the other, lift up onto your toes a little bit. So let's do warrior one and warrior two. Do we want to do it in our chair or do we want to do it out of our chair for the first time ever? Let's just try it. All right, so you can use your chair as your handlebar, so that's there. But why not? Let's try good old-fashioned warrior one. So for warrior one, keep your chair in close distance. You take that right foot, you take a big step forward. That's all you gotta do, okay? Bend that right knee. So try to get that knee to be a nice letter L. You always want to think about your knee being back behind your toes, okay? For warrior one, you guys, you put that foot to the side. Is that right, Jan? I think yeah, angle on a little, and then those arms come up. That's warrior one. Is that right? Or is it that? Because warrior two is that. Yeah, so warrior one is toes. Good. Beautiful, you guys. Bring those hands down. And now take a big step up. You still got your chair right there if you need a handlebar, that's good. And now let's do it in reverse. Left leg stays there. Right foot takes a big step back. Bend that left knee. And then bring those arms up if you want. Breathe. Nice. All right. Hands come down, take a big step up. Sweet. All right, now let's do warrior two. Same idea. Right foot takes a big step forward. Left foot goes back behind. Left foot is at a slight angle in, like 45 degrees in. Now bend that right knee again. Open those arms up to the left. Beautiful. Nice. Arms come up nice and tall, warrior one. Bring those hands down. Take a big step up. Final time. This takes us back to the beach, doesn't it, Cindy? Old school. I used to do yoga with Cindy on the beach at the Grand Wailea. Left leg stays there. Right foot steps back. 45-degree angle with that right foot. Bend that left knee. Arms come up. Beautiful. And then open those arms up to the right. Nice, everybody. Breathe. Back up to your warrior one. Hands come down. Step it up. Have a seat. Nice. All right, final Shavasana time, everybody. Get comfortable in your chair. That was a good way to end it. We never did that before. It can be a little aggressive on the knees, so sometimes when you never do it, it's okay. Sometimes after you do it repeatedly, it gets to be a little much for me. But if it feels good for you, do it. Close your eyes. Get comfortable in your chair in whatever way that means for you. We're just gonna be here for a minute, and then we'll finish class together. So just breathe. When you're ready, take a nice big inhale. Stretch those arms up above your head. Reach that back wall. Toes are going to come to touch in front. Reach those front mirrors. Do one deep stretch from your center. Yep. And then sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's do one final inhale and exhale together. Inhale. Exhale. I truly believe we only keep what we have by giving it away, and we all have so much. And by that, I mean a kind word, patience, a second chance. If you give any of that away, you will get it back, and you will get it back today. With that, I take my forehead and I bow it to my fingertips. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Namaste. All right, so the same rules always apply. I'll always put your chair back, and by always, I mean this one last time. So I'll put them away for you if you want. Also, if you would like to stay after class for just a moment, I would love to get a group picture with all of you guys. And if not, that's okay too. Just go and have the best day